Yo, what is up, Crocs and clan members, Legend of Korra fans, and others who have come upon this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I want to apologize that this video is going up so late. This is my 4th or 5th. I don't even know how time recording this video. But those of you guys don't know, I record my Korra reviews and my X and Y reviews from YouTube directly. So stuff tends to happen every once in a while that just messes up. So I actually just decided to record for my own stuff separately, and then do it the other way. But anyways, so today we're going to be reviewing episode 10 of Legend of Korra, and I will say that it was pretty good. I personally liked it, and it's a great... I like what they're doing with Kuvira. Okay, they're showing her off. They're showing off how powerful she is, how skilled she is, by showing her... I need to see her... The thing is, before the series ends, so I believe book 4 has 14 episodes. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But I need to see Korra and Kuvira fight it off again before the final match in the last episode. I don't know why, but I need to see that. Of course, I don't think we're gonna get it next episode, and I honestly doubt that's even gonna happen. But I would really like at least one more confrontation with Kuvira. That's essentially what I'm asking for. One more confrontation with Kuvira before the final match. So the fight, the episode itself was pretty cool. It was essentially the whole we gotta go rescue Suyin and everybody. And so it ended up being Lin, Opal, Bolin, and Toph that ended up rescuing them. It was a bunch of crazy stuff. We got to see the Spirit Vine cannon thing, which essentially looks like a tank with like a platform on top with the actual cannon. We found out that Julie was not in fact following Kuvira's orders, was actually sabotaging the whole project in secret, and I was very happy about that. I really was. I still, but at the same time, I was like, why the heck would you still want to work for Very? Because if everybody remembers, everything she said when she betrayed Very was legitimately true. Everything she said was a fact. It was a fact that had happened. So I honestly don't even understand. I mean, it's not a guarantee she's going back to Very, but we can assume that that's what's going to happen. Because that means she never betrayed Very. Actually, here's what I honestly think Very planned this whole thing. I for some reason am feeling like Very planned that whole thing. I don't know why, but it just or either that or he's gonna take credit for it, and Julie's just gonna be like, yeah, sure, it was all his idea, because that's exactly how she acts when she's around him. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see how that works out. So they ended up rescuing everybody. That was an epic fight. It was like Lin, Suyin, and like the twins fighting off against Kuvira's like army, I guess you could say. I also loved the fight between Kuvira and Suyin. That was epic. In fact, there was moments in there where I was like, wait, you can do that? Because they were doing stuff that I was just like, whoa. Because there was one where Suyin like ripped off something, and then it was like this little square metal, and like Kuvira was throwing stuff at her, and it was like a back shield, and it was like spinning and everything, and I'm like, wait, and then she like turned around, and it's like she grabbed like metal bended a pipe off, and she was like reflecting stuff, and then like it was crazy, and then Kuvira had like a knife, well not a knife, but it was like her I guess arm cover thing, like extended and looked like a knife. She was like trying to jab it. It was crazy. It was awesome. It was awesome. I like the fact that they made Kuvira look better in this fight, because she technically, you could say, she surpassed her teacher, because Kuvira was taking no nonsense. Like she went in. It was ridiculous. like knocked her down and everything, and it's crazy stuff. Uh, I also love the fact that Toph ended up saving everybody. And like this was the one that was epic part. She like stomps her foot and she like points at Kagura. She's like, "You are a disgrace to all metal benders." Or I was like, wait, no, I was like, "You make metal benders look bad." And she like turned around and everybody left. I also love the fact like the whole Bolin and Opal have made up again. Thank God. That was finally a relationship works for Bolin and all messes up. And at least they got back together. What? Oh, I want to mention this. This was funny because while they were like, it was like they were camping out, and so they were like in this small area out in the hills waiting for the next day so they could infiltrate the factory. And like Bolin, like Toph is like Bolin's hero, so he's all like gawky eyed and like excited and like nervous and like super stoked that he's meeting his idol. And he starts asking or like saying stuff like just flat out talking, and how like he couldn't metal bend, and like while he was talking to Toph was making remarks and like saying stuff, and you have Lin because they were like, okay, it was like Toph on this side of the table, and then Bolin, Opal, and then Lin on the other side of the table, and every time Toph said something, Lin would do like some smirk ass remark or comment but it was one of those subtles. So like, I mean, you could clearly hear it, but it's one of those where she's like jabbing you with it. And it was so funny because then Bolin did something that I'm pretty sure everybody was questioning. Like everybody wanted to know because he's like, Toph, or this is one question I've always had in my mind. Who's Lin's dad? And right when he said that, I'm like, dude, I've been wondering that since the first book. What is the answer? And I'm like over there, like all like serious, like waiting. And like Lin's like, what did you just ask? And Tom was like, well, it was this one guy, but it didn't work out and all this stuff and blah blah. And I was like, it was just some random guy then, like. And the thing is, Lin gets all pissed, right? And then Tom was like, you know what? I can hear your disgruntled, sighs and all your anger. Like I can sense and everything. Why don't you just come out and say what's wrong with you? And they like start, like it was one. Oh my goodness, it was ridiculous. It's like, you know what? When I made up with Suyin, I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to I can't wait to find my mom and talk to her. And then as soon as I see you, I realize why the heck I didn't want to talk to you. And it's because I grew up without a father. And anytime I try to bring it up, you would come up with this bullshit ass excuse to not talk about it or just completely flat out ignore me. And anytime I came at you with a problem, you would just go off in your own little world. And it was ridiculous. Like it was straight up like, I would view it and I felt the tension that was building up right there. It was ridiculous. Like when Lin was so pissed, it was ridiculous. And he's like, you know what? As soon as we rescue them, I'm never talking to you or seeing you again. And Tom's like, well, you know what? Whatever makes you happy, whatever. And I was like, whoa. Like that. Like, and Bolin's just like, it was, and in his mind he was like, alright, yes. Because it was, oh my gosh, that was so just nerve wracking. Oh my goodness. Like, the one time we finally get to hear who the heck is the father, and it turns into that, and I was just like, I'm sorry I ever wanted to know. Oh my goodness. It was, oh gosh. Alright, so Toph, yeah, all right. So they rescue everybody. They get away. They save Julie because she was about to get killed. And like, so they're gonna split off, right? They're gonna split. Toph is gonna go her own way, and then everybody else is gonna go to Republic City because Kavir is planning to attack Republic City in 2 weeks. Count that, 2 weeks. That obviously doesn't mean in 2 episodes. Okay, it's not 2 weeks real time. It's 2 weeks anime time. So they're gonna split off, right? And then Opal's like, "Wait, are you not coming with us to Republic City?" And like they start. And this is the funny thing. I like that she did this because it was one thing that always bothered me with Qatar, with the fact that Qatar hasn't fought in this entire series, because I'm still nostalgic about the old characters, right? So it's like I mean, Aang obviously isn't around, so he can't do anything. And then Sokka's apparently dead. Zuko, I'm legitimately disappointed we didn't see any action from him. And Katara hasn't really fought at all. And I was like, well, here's Toph, and then I was just like, so we're gonna see some Toph action or whatever. So it's like I have this whole mentality where I want to see them do something. Like it's that part of like nostalgically I want them to do something. But Toph explains it off. Like she's like, sometimes you just get too old and like we're just too tired and all that stuff. Then she starts saying all that stuff. And then she's like, and you know what? That's kind of why Qatar didn't even participate in the Civil War that you guys had. There's a time in your life when you get this old, we just gotta leave stuff to the youngins. And I'm like, so this is right now your problem. You deal with it. And I'm like, that makes sense. I like that. Thank you for explaining that to me. I'm like, I'm really upset that I'm not gonna get to see you destroying some people, but I get the idea behind it. It's that whole passing of the torch type of thing. So I'm okay with it. I was like, Toph, thank you. Thank you for shining a light on me. And so they're gonna split off, and then I could talk about the whole fact that Korra tried to get the spirits to fight alongside her, and how the spirits were like, we're not gonna get involved in your human wars. I mean, that's exactly what Kavira is doing. She's using spirit power to fight a war. We're not gonna come at you over here and be like, no, we're not doing this. And Korra's like trying to get them to rally up and stuff. This didn't work. I mean, that was literally the most uninteresting part about the whole thing. Like literally that whole aspect. But anyways, you know what? That's essentially it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'm sorry that it's gonna be up late, but it's just I hate the YouTube capture sometimes. It's really annoying. But hopefully tomorrow it won't be such a drag when I do the X and Y review. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it like this again. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. What did you think of the episode? What did you think about the whole father thing? Because that honestly was the craziest part about the whole episode. So let me know down below. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.